it. But yeah, welcome to the race. Week 1, Spring Tournament 2022. We're in full swing. Lots of races tonight and tomorrow. Very busy week for all of us. So, Solar, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. Catch the game earlier today with dengwoo commenting, so it's kind of fun to watch him actually play the game this time.
Yeah, I actually caught that on lunch too. It was pretty cool when I was at work. And shout out to dengwoo with the Deng Cam tonight. He said he was going to have it up, so I had it up, and you can see him rocking out to something. And we are underway. Captain Nerd, first one into Canaria. We're going to check out White Magic. Harm 4, Harm 3. No White Mage, no bueno.
I mean, the Invis 2 will be much helpful later on, but not the early game.
Yep. Fire 3, Lock. Pretty good magic right there. Lock will be helpful. Fire 3, decent sweeper.
Pretty decent weapon selection there, though. Be useful on those fighters that have an extra 20% to hit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why don't we talk a little bit about the blurstings? I know you were pulling them up as we were sitting in the race chat earlier. What are the blurstings then on some of these characters?
So the only real bad negative thing I saw was that the thieves do not get any promotion spells. So if you find a tail, he's just gonna swing more. Thief also does have access to Excalibur, which is interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Red Mage had access to Vorpal Sword, depending on how you feel about Vorpal Swords. The fighter had the biggest thing with a plus 20% to hit chance, and only minus 5 luck was the only negative thing on him. And then Black Mage, his only bonus is that he gets to wear the black shirt early if they find it, and he also gets access to wield the Thor Hammer.
Chat saying dengwoo looks frozen, so let me see if I can get him to not be frozen. Ooh, we got a loose Oxyel right there in Temple of Fiends. That's pretty good.
Question is, will the seed let us get to Oxyel location anytime soon to actually use it?
It's an excellent question. Okay, and we have a dengwoo not frozen anymore.
Be interesting to see where this seed goes. In my experience running these flags, the TNT and Ruby usually means you're going to do a lot more checking in the inner sea before you finally get out of there.
Yeah, agreed. Cheap tents, not bad. 43 gold. Houses under 1,000. You like to see that. Alright, dengwoo already showed us the bridge boss, so he's, oh, I guess he reset out of that, never mind. Deng doing the play of saving at the river system walk by Matoya. Gonna go check these 3 boxes, see what he finds, and then reset back if he's got nothing. I do this quite often as well. We like to look for some early cash. You know, maybe you find something worth selling. You know, 12K, I'd walk that out too.
Captain Nerd's taking the unorthodox route, skipping Provoca to go check to see what that TNT was. I thought about doing that before in these seeds, and people have told me I was wrong, but we'll see how it plays out for him.
I think that you can look at that a couple different ways. I like the idea of going over here and checking the TNT as well. I could see people saying no because, you know, what if the pirates give you the adamant and now you got to double dip over here at dwarves? But I mean, what if you get lazy dwarves? Oh, okay. So this is going to work out though. He picks up the crystal here, which is great. So now he's not going to be able to walk straight on through and turn that in on the way to Provoca. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It means now if he goes right, he's going to go have 2 checks to do this time with Pirates and Matoya, and hopefully one of them is the ship so he can start moving. And of course, now we know Provoca had the ship.
Dang, looks like he's quite happy about that.
I mean, nobody wants to actually walk all the way to Elfland, do they?
No, definitely not. I've had that happen to me, myself several times in practice seeds, so it does happen in these flags. Chain armor +4. That's some great cheap absorb right there for the red mage and the fighter.
Yeah, you can rock that through probably to the middle game easily and not have to worry too much about taking a hit.
So we got Ice 2 and Fast here at level 2. That's pretty good. You like to see Fast.
And that crystal was a canoe, so now the world is open much wider for him.
Ooh, wow. Okay. This is interesting. So, Solar, looking at this right here, what are you thinking now? You see that early canoe, you got the ship. Do you bypass Marsh and do you head on over to Ice Cave? Like, what would you do in this situation?
You know, that's the hard thing. Marsh can be an easy check, a quick check, but like the last race I had, the bones had toxic, so I had to dive 3 times to find out what was there, and it wasn't worth it. But, you know, going to Ice Cave or Volcano, if you find something quick and you get out of there quickly, it could be beneficial, but I'm really stubborn. If I go to Volcano, I'm usually looking to take carry out, and I don't think we can do it quite yet at this level.
Yeah, I agree. I like to single dip Volcano if I can, but I can understand the thought process of, you know, having to go back in there and feeling bad about it. Exit also level 2 white magic. That's some great utility there. That'll make getting out of these early dungeons very easy if we have to dip a marsh or an ice cave. Shout out to our tracker, Groggy Dog, in chat right there. Wouldn't feel comfortable with the levels for Ice Check, but having exit certainly helps. I agree, sir.
I guess if I went into Elfland and the magic there had some good sweepers in it for a couple different levels of magic, then I would probably just try to run to Volcano or Ice Cave, grind on the way there, pick up a house. Just, you know, hopefully I get enough sweeper charges to make it through pretty quickly.
Temper, Quad X, level 3. That's great. So we got Fast and Temper in the first 3 levels of magic. You love to see it.
Yeah, pretty much the only end game spell that we haven't come across yet is Wall.
Whitelock Fade. And Lock 2. So our best sweeper, I guess you'd say, in the first 4 levels of magic here is Fire 3, followed up by a Meek Ice 2. Well, hello, shout out to RyGuy3745 rating us with a party of 8. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer here. We have Spring Tournament 2022 Week 1 action, Pod N, dengwoo on the left, Captain Nerd on the right. Interesting.
All right, looks like dengwoo is going to check out Marsh Cave for us.
Mm-hmm. You got to figure that one of these is probably required, either Marsh Cave or Ice Cave. Marsh definitely has the, I guess you say, the better collection of enemies here that you'd want to face in the early game. Fire 3 will do its work in here just fine as well. But it's a plethora of enemies here that can just have a whole bunch of garbage as well.
Well, and the nice thing about if you do dip an ice cave this early is that it has a lot more chests to check than Marsh Cave, so you have a good chance of getting some gear that might help you get through the game a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm. And with Captain Nerd bringing a black belt, there's 5 trap tiles there in Ice Cave as well. If we're going to be looking to use that black belt and take some levels at some point.
Vanilla eye grind, we wish.
Mm-hmm. Have a earth on the vanilla sorcerer tile. We can do this with fire 3 if it didn't roll any kind of rude. So less than 243 or 343 HP, that's fine. And we get a rod, so marsh required, but we need the canal, which is either with our sage friends over there at Crescent Lake, or possibly loose somewhere or in Ice Cave. Ooh, temper bunk. That's pretty sweet.
And that was in a chest I don't usually check, so I probably would have lost out on that in my race.
I tried it. If I'm going to Marsh and I have exit especially, I'll check the whole bottom floor. Just I have FOMO. I would feel like I would miss out on something, and seeing that temper bunk reaffirms my belief that I'm smart for checking those, even though normally I'm not.
My affirmations when I do check are usually like 3 gold chests.
Right, a pure potion if you're lucky. Simultaneous hat pickups right here. So dengwoo going to head over toward Crescent Lake area. I expect he'll check that and see what the sages have to offer before we decide to dip our toe in Ice Cave or Volcano, which is probably the best play. $64 gold heal pots feels a little bad. That won't be a problem once we get some money on ourselves right here, but that's a lot of money for a heal pot early on.
Oh yeah, because right now you don't have enough equipment to really stop avoiding damage and stuff, so you're gonna be using those quite a lot through these early dungeons.
Real cheap Brack there at level 6. Level 6 is probably the last magic shop I will check unless I'm really digging for something, so that's not bad to see. If we can get some levels on our Black Mage, get a few Brack charges, we can kill ourselves a Kraken or a Tiamat if we're getting lucky.
Crown from the sages. You gonna backtrack again, or is he gonna try to dip one of the caves?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go turn that in. It looks like Captain is going back into Marsh. Did he wipe to something? I was looking at the sages on Deng's screen.
I didn't catch that either.
And there's the canal from Estos. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason I don't like dipping Marsh Cave. There's such a variety of enemies that there's just more chance for those scripts to do some nasty things to you.
Okay, so we're gonna head right over to Melmancon in here. We got checks with Sarda, and we also have the rod if we're feeling spicy and we want to dip down into there to get the incentive item out of Earth. Okay, there we go. We got our nuke there, level 5. Warp. Warp in its vanilla location, which feels a little bad because we'll need promotion to use it. But with exit, it's fine.
Oh, those are some expensive gold bracelets.
Yeah, 15k. That's a little... It's not so bad, but it's definitely more money than we can afford right now.
Oh, you know what? It could have been these walls with the stun touch. You could have gotten stun lock. See him using the fire 3 to clear those out quickly. I do that tactic a lot. Have like 2 or 3 characters run and then just have the rest do sweepers and hope they either reduce the number enough that you get an easy run, or you kill them all and take the XP and go home.
Question in chat from Wiljan, any event calendar, and the great, the one and only, our favorite tracker and person in the world, Danny3883, throws the link for the calendar in the chat there. If you guys want to look at what's going on. I'm sorry, Groggy. I'm very partial to Danny. I love you too, buddy.
You can be my favorite, Groggy. I don't have any favorites yet.
Alright, so gonna go maybe dip a toe here in Earth Cave. Maybe gonna check out some of the spike tiles. Maybe gonna just try to clear it while he's here. He's got enough Fire 3 to make it work. Some snacks. And some ghosts.
Well, at least some of the easiest trap tiles are out of the way.
And some more crappy ghosts. Yeah, Groggy's gonna make a play down here for Lich. This is good. I like this. You got the rod. You know there's an incentive item here. If this ends up being like the floater or something, that's gonna feel pretty good. Yeah, like our tracky Groggy said, he's got Fire 3, he's got gear, this should be fine. He's got, probably at least 8 charges of Fire 3 between those mages, maybe more. He's fine. Ambushing Spectre Geist pack. That's a little spooky.
Looks with Stone Touch.
Oh, I was going to say it looks like they're just punching, but yeah, they got Stone Touch. That's unpleasant. We get away, and we got 4 softs. Okay. Oh, Captain Nerd took a wipe in the river system over there. He's got to go back. That's right, Groggy. The soft in the chest was a warning. Okay, so these are our Hydras and Ochos are unrunnable, and maybe one of them had something, but Bane does work this time.
Yeah, that's the rough thing with the randomizer. I feel like the enemies in the water areas can be really unforgiving sometimes.
Hydras also always just seem to hit like really hard, and it's just very annoying. another soft potion, just in case we didn't have the warning already.
Captain picking up that crown. See if he decides to backtrack or make a brave dive here.
I'm interested to see what he's going to do here. The runners have been kind of following each other's footsteps here. Captain Nerd just, a couple minutes here behind Deng, running into some wipes that he didn't necessarily, Deng didn't see. But it looks like he's going to do the same thing. I was wondering if he was going to maybe turn up the ice cave or maybe do that volcano dip. But you got to follow that crown. That makes sense. Ooh, we get ourselves a loot out of Earth Cave here, so required item, but not the progression we were looking for.
For me personally, I like getting like the loot and the key earlier on because then I feel like I don't have to worry too much as I'm trying to find my go mode. Because it's really annoying when you get 4 fiends cleared out and everything and you're running out of stuff to check and you're like, I'm missing an item I need complete.
And that loot, like when that loot ends up being one of your loose items, like it's very, very frustrating because that can be anywhere and there's no logic. It's just somewhere.
Most likely the hairpins and volcano.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, Deng on to Lich's floor. Gonna go say hi to Lich. Captain Nerd making the stop at Melman. A Cure 4 Red Mage learnable there. That's pretty good. I didn't notice that the first time around.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if Deng picked that up the first time around. I think he thought about it and then just moved on to the black magic shop.
Alright, so we got a Lich here. We got a Temper Bonk going off. We got Fire 3, Fire 3. 107 damage. There's about 100 damage or so from the first Fire 3. We're going to swing. Fire 3, Fire 3. 240. Down goes Lich. First speed bump out of the way. Troll's going to troll on the way out like they do. And at the 22-minute, 31-second mark, dengwoo, our first runner on stream to light an orb.
I think Captain may have froze.
I'm looking at his stream right now. I think he may have froze. He's coming back. Okay, there we go. Now he's moving again. I just pulled up his stream to check and gotta wait through a commercial. Ooh, is late loose turned on? Good question, Groggy. Let me pull up the flags and take a peek.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is as well, but let me make sure.
I find loose items in Sea Shrine all the time.
Yes, later loose is turned on. Makes later placement of loose items more likely, which is fantastic considering the first box we checked today was a loose Oxio. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Ooh.
Yes, because the dwarves need that flag to make them guillotine invulnerable, right?
Only the hooray dwarf may be spared. Bubbles gotta go. Very convenient key placement here. We're going to be able to check this whole armory. 8 checks here. So far, some cash, a rag, a shield that does nothing, and some more cash. Nothing great, but, I mean, at least we have that key and that loot now. So, let's see. What are we looking at here? We need ourselves a chime and a cube in order to get us go mode. That's pretty good here at 25-ish minutes in. Ooh, Lock 2 helmet. That's nice.
So at this point here, I'm thinking we check Waterfall, we dive Sea Shrine, kill off the thief, grind up the fighter and the mages, and then see where we stand after the water orb. What do you think?
I mean, with only Fire 2 and Ice 2, I mean, we have Nuke, but I don't know how many charges we have at that, considering it's level 5 just yet. I would think maybe a pit stop at Ordeals first. That Fire 3 will do enough work in there against Zombos and Sorcerers or whatever else we see. But there's absolutely an argument to be made for that on-rack play. And we're still looking for a vendor item, too, that could be either at the caravan or possibly in on-rack proper. So it could be 3 checks there.
Well, that Lit 2 shirt makes Sea Shrine look a little bit more viable.
Ooh, the Giants had Stone Touch as well. So we've seen Geist or something with Stone Touch and Giants. Specters. That's oof. Oh, Stone Poison. Even better. Are we playing Bingo? I miss Bingo. Dang, must have been listening to our chat here. Making that Ordeals play. I like this. You're going to get a key item out of here. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. But you can also get some cheap levels going through here with the stuff that is susceptible to Fire 3. Dang, big braining the last pillar. Captain Nerd had 3 of his party members get stoned by those giants. That feels terrible, but at least he's got soft potion access right there.
Yeah, that's the worst part. If you're in the Melmond area and you run out of status fixing potions, you gotta go somewhere far to get it.
Ooh, this is spicy. Okay, so Ordeals has the single eye tile. If Captain Nerd goes there pretty soon, which he might, unless he decides he wants to dip Earth Cave as well, like Deng did, he can get that black belt online real fast. This eye has less than 300 HP. We don't know how much just yet, because Quad X is just doing the job for us. Deng gonna take this and just kind of see how much he can do. He's just gonna burn all his Quad X's. I like this. He's gonna get some good levels here. This will set him up nice for Sea Shrine. Dang says it's enough eyes and finds a ribbon. Okay, I would not have checked that box. I just checked the 1 box in Ordeals now, and now I'm going to start checking those boxes, and that feels bad.
Oh, I check all of them if I'm going through Ordeals. They're on the way. It's not like any of them take a long time to get to.
Ooh, Medusas with damage poison. That's a little spooky. Coral Sword, decent for that thief. And we have, okay, so the Saber Bonk is here. That's free cast of Saber. It's not progression. It's not anything we, really wanted, but we'll take it.
With already having the tempered item, though, it just feels kinda like a letdown. I mean, I
Hmm.
guess you gotta grind from the eyes to
Hmm.
make it easier for some of these late game dungeons, but I would much rather have the tempered cast than the saber cast.
Hmm.
So be able to attack a few more times with my fighter while I'm buffing them up.
Yep, that makes sense. Alright, Dan gonna give us a look here at the caravan where the vanilla item pops up in the vanilla game. This is normally where we find the bottle. And we got nothing.
Yeah, I've run probably 50 seeds now on this flag set, and I don't think I've ever found vanilla caravan to be the shop of the item number.
Yeah, I've run, a couple hundred of these, and I definitely very rarely see it myself. Alright, Captain Nerd in his boat, Dengwoo in the waterfall. Where are you going, Captain? Captain going on rack. Alright, so Gas Dragon's above 300 HP. That's about 240 damage. Let's see if a Quad X works this time. Oh, that's a big punch on that thief. Quad X still ineffective. These Gas Dragons are thick. We're just going to keep Quad Xing. Okay, so there's somewhere between 400 and 700 HP. It's yuck. Oof, unrunnable mud goals. We got 2 casts of nuke, though. Okay, so we got a few charges of nuke here on that black mage now.
Ooh, fire 2 sword for Captain Nerd.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, metal slimes here on the waterfall trap tile. This is solid XP as well, and Fire 3 will do the job on these guys, provided they didn't roll very high.
It's like somewhere between 150 and 168.
Mm. And we get a cube. Okay, so Bicky had the ship, Robot had the cube. Oh, and our second loose. Dang, showing us on the cam, that is the second loose item, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see here. Let's take some stock here. 32 minutes in. Dang has found both loose items. What else do we have to do? So we're missing our chime. We've done Earth Cave.
Still need a floater.
Still need a floater. We don't have bottle or slab. Where else can we go?
Bottle is right there. Ding just picked it up.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Groggy Loot was in the incentivized Earth Cave location.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Earth Cave, Earth B4 is incentivized.
So just thinking through what we've seen, does that mean we also have a vanilla floater location?
I think we kind of have to. None of our runners have done... Well, it could also be the chime there in Ice Cave, and we can have floater in sky, which is the dream. But our progression to finishing this is either in Ice Cave or will lead to something from Ice Cave. So yeah, we're gonna have to go to Ice Cave. So either one would have been correct, I guess, earlier, unless that ends up being the floater. Because what did we have in... Marsh Cave was right. No, both will end up being required. Yeah. Okay. You might be right, Groggy. You might be right. Now, these Gersharks got a little bit of HP on them as well. Dang, saying now Quad X gonna work. We're gonna make it work. So not young me in chat. Doesn't ice have to be the floater? It doesn't have to be. It could be the chime, which will lead us to the floater in Sky. With Northern Docks on, we could still get into Sky. It's just we can't get into it right now because we don't have the chime. So ice is either floater, or it is chime leading the floater.
Opal bracelet pick up there. That's going to make the black mage a little tougher now.
Mm-hmm. Even at -2, that's some pretty good absorb. Dang, still checking boxes because it doesn't really have an endgame weapon yet. That flame +1 would work in a pinch. Ooh, Arsahags with Glance. Uh-oh. He does have that ribbon, though. I don't know who we put it on. I'm guessing it's the Black Mage because everything seems to be missing it.
But does the Black Mage survive long enough to get this nuke cast?
We're gonna see. Ooh!
Oh, just barely.
Wow. Ooh! Okay. Dang. Sweating there a little bit. That's huge. 6 soft potions. So that ribbon he found out of Ordeals is massive right now because that is such a horrible encounter right there. Thank goodness that's not unrunnable anymore like it was in the vanilla game. Thank you to our devs. Amazing work they do. Shout out to them. Every time I do a stream and I do comms, I love to shout out our devs because they're amazing people. They do great work. This randomizer is an amazing game because of everything that they have done.
Dengwoo's gonna find out how nasty this Seeds Kraken is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Phoenix. The Arsahags glanced my stream. But like Roggy said in chat, Dang did kill Kraken. He got out of there with his Orblet. You know what?
It looks like he's beelining it to Ice Cave.
Yep, that's the play right here. And you're not wrong. Alright, Captain Nerd getting the news about the Vanilla Cube. So he's got a decision here to make now. He can either go to Ice Cave, which we know is going to be our progression, but he still has not done Ordeals yet. And Ordeals, very juicy considering the eye is sitting there for free, and he has a black belt. Yeah, in these flags, Groggy, they have the Earth Cave is incentivized, but incentivized only below the rod lock. So we cannot have a loose item there otherwise. Yes, it is random on that floor. Ooh, red dragon tile here as well. They're usually pretty evasive, though. But they go down to a quad X. Okay, Captain Nerd making the Ordeals play. I like this a lot. When he finds that eye tile, I think he's just going to post up and take his levels on his black belt right now, which makes a lot of sense to me. No endgame weapons still yet for Deng. So this black belt might come into play still.
Dang, picking up that flame armor though, so at least we have, armor that you can reasonably take to the end game. Plus 2.
Yep, that's some pretty good absorb there for that fighter. Yep, very true. He's got temper, free cast of temper as well with that temper item, and the saber bonk to be able to bypass any true endgame weapon and make things work. Alright, what are you thinking, Solar? What's here? Is it the chime or is it the floater?
Oh, I think it's vanilla floater. We've already seen 2 vanilla items. It feels like one of those seeds.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, unrunnable seafood party pack here. Nukes will do the job. Can we get the turn order to get it off? Lit 2 clears a little bit of the field. There's the nuke. Sea Troll and... Ooh, okay. Oh, Gaze hits the red mage before it can get out that cast of nuke, but we're still okay.
Those sea snakes rolled really high on the
They did. They did. Ooh. Captain Nerd running into some trouble here with the sorcerers here, but they killed 2 of his party, which he's going to find out pretty soon is a good thing. Oh, unless, wait a minute, no, I think one of them was the black belt. Uh-oh.
It was.
Okay. Well. He does not have access. We have not seen life, right? Let me check our magic. He had life 2, slot 3, Melmond. If that is red mage learnable, which I do not think it is promotion.
It was not.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you could still grind up the fighter and just forget about the black belt.
You could. You could. Now, I think Deng, for the most part, as soon as he finds some kind of weapon that is another Lock 2 item, great. As soon as he finds a weapon that he's comfortable with, like that, that'll work. Vorpal plus 3 will do the job. We do have the tail. We know that the floater now has to lie in Sky. So he can just go ahead, finish things right here, take care of Carry, head on down to Sky, go up there, try to get rid of Tiamat, pick up his floater, go promote, and use that Vorpal 3. That'll work. Captain Nerd resetting out of ordeals right there. Oh, he wiped. Oh, he's seeing all the terrible things that, you know, Deng is just seeming to avoid. Oh, the poison Medusas. Right, right. Thank you, Phoenix, in chat.
Well, at least he gets another chance to get through here and possibly set up a grind.
Yeah, if he gets through here with the black belt this time, I think he just parks. You take it to 42, and you just go, another ribbon for Deng. Alright, so this time the fighter wipes, but he's got that black belt up still. And you know the teleport maze, so it shouldn't be that hard to get back through. Alright, Deng about to pull himself a carry as Captain Nerd going to go back to this eye tile, and I think he just parks here for a bit. Or not. Nope, we're going to run. Maybe we're going to get the item and go back. Okay, gets turn order. He's going to love to find this ribbon now. Deng throwing the lock helmet at carry. He's going to cure 4. Okay, we're going to... What you waiting for? Are you waiting for her to kill some of your party? What are you doing, Deng?
Probably trying to kill the thief off.
I suppose so. And of course it kills the black mage. There we go. Yep, that's what he was waiting for. 8 hits, 1500 damage. That's a big swing. Okay, Captain Nerd getting his item out of ordeals and leaving. Looks like he's not going to take levels on that black belt unless he's going to maybe buy some more heal pots. I saw he had 47. Maybe he's looking to top off before he heads back. Alright, Deng.
Now dengwoo's going into Sky fast.
Looks like he's two-man stratting it too. Yeah.
If he takes a few wipes here, this might still be doable, but Captain Nerd not having lit any of the orbs yet. looking like a struggle at the moment.
Right. Let's see. Question in chat from Groggy. So, Skies and Floater, Flare, Slab. Have we found the Ruse Stick? I think we just found the Saber Bonk and not the Ruse Stick yet. So, Slab is Ruse Stick. Captain Nerd finding that Lock 2 helm. That's pretty good.
There's our floater and sky cat.
Yeah. So I think Dang right here, he's going to go promote as soon as he's done here. And maybe he just goes right to Temple of Fiends and tries to take a stab at it. He's got the Vorpal. He's got decent enough armor, I think, for this fighter to make it work. Level 21. That's not too bad.
And the fighter's got the HPs, which is probably the most important part when you're considering trying to dive into Temple.
So, Fighter gets the 4th hit on the Vorpal at level 22. So, he technically has it right now with that Vorpal plus 3. If he wants to go for 5 hits on that Vorpal, he's got to take it to 32. So, I don't know if he's going to want to do that. That's quite a few levels. Ooh, somewhere along the line, Captain Nerd picked up a Dragon Armor plus 3. That's nice. Was it here, maybe, in Canaria Locked? No, he didn't check these yet. Okay. Alright, so we're going to keep tempering up this fighter, swinging this Ice Sword. 8 hits, 302. Temper goes off. Fire 2 from Tiamat. Just going to tickle a little bit. We're going to swing, and we're going to Quad X. 8 hits, 823. Quad X should do the job right here. Boom! Down goes Tiamat. Dang, emphatically celebratory. Lights his 4th orb at the 53-54 mark. This is blazingly fast, actually. This is really impressive. Ooh, we got ourselves some steak, and blue steak at that. They're very chunky, though. That's well north of 550 HP.
And now it's getting scary.
Yeah, that's well north of 800 HP. That's a lot of XP for the fighter right there. I mean, yeah, maybe, yeah, we just take that level and we go. Maybe if we're feeling, you know, spicy after we promote with that Vorpal, we come back there and take that blue steak to like 32, because that can be very fast, but not right now. Not with the solo knight.
I would just get my promotion and take my levels while diving.
Yeah, you could also do that.
Because, I mean, when you think about it, most of the scary things that you don't want to see when you're diving TOFR, we've already seen on other enemies that probably won't be in there. So,
yeah,
TOFR is probably not going to be very scary this time around.
Yeah, and I have to think you're right, seeing Dang bring up his entire party right there. I think we're just going to promote and then just take our dive. Captain Nerd back in the river system, heading to Ice Cave. Gonna get the news that ice is required. For not having any orbs lit right now, Captain Nerd, though, not in bad shape, because once he gets this chime, he's gonna pretty much know that, you know, Sky and or Earth Cave has his progression. So...
I'm kind of surprised he didn't just end up going to Earth after checking all those neat chests.
I mean, this is the right play. So, I mean, either one is good, but this is definitely a play he needs to make. So, this is pretty good. Yeah, pleb. I think that it was an X-Cal -2, which is why Dang emphatically was not very happy about it. The X-Cal being his favorite weapon, and, you know, he's going to use it anyway. Although, I mean, that Vorpal +3, I would take that into Chaos. I would.
Well, he'll still take the Vorpal just on the ninja.
Yeah, I mean, it'll do the job. I think he'll maybe switch that to the Knight once he gets to Tiamat and Chaos, maybe. But that X-Cal will do enough work against the first couple Fiends. Alright, and at the 5750 mark, Dengwoo taking his first dive into Temple of Fiends Revisited, and let's see what he runs into. Couple of wizards.
What I want to know is how he got all the way to that trap tile without getting an encounter, because that never happens.
I know. There is a pretty long run after the first encounter. I didn't think he would get all the way down here, as we get half a validation check. Seed is 50% valid. He's going to have to go back, sir. Ooh, there's those unrunnable metal slimes, but Fire 3 in slot 1. This is fine. Dang, showing us 5 hits right there. Unrunnable's getting in Dang's way as Captain Nerd about to go check the box here in Ice Cave and drop down through the hole. Run into the Red Dragon here. We're going to run away from that as well. Yes, we are. Oof. Frost Dragons just take out the black belt.
This will be interesting because Dang did not check these 2 chests.
Mm-hmm. Some money? Well, some money.
Yeah, some money. You always hope maybe you get like that extra ribbon that your opponent doesn't find.
Right, right. Or you come across like a masa.
Could we have a vanilla masa?
That could be.
It'll never get checked in a race, but it could be.
I could see Deng checking it. I could see him doing it. I could see him checking carry boxes as well, too. Ooh, unrunnable Gurmadoose is here. Fire 3 again, going to do the job. Some free XP. Yeah, I think you were right. Taking the play right here. He's already 24 on some of his party members. This is much more comfortable. Alright, Lich 1, we got a nuke going off, and a swing, and Lich 1 down. I see Deng gonna check some carry chests. He is not. He's just gotta go fast. Alright. We're gonna nuke, swing, swing. Vorpal swing. 5 hits, 72 damage. Vorpal doing Vorpal things. Nuke goes off. 102. Low roll. Nuke 200. That's mid. X-Cow swing. 4 hits, 185. We're gonna fast and we're gonna quad X. Quad X, bad timing. Fast goes off on the Knight. Swing by the Vorpal. 10 hits, 306. Quad X misses. 306 HP. Swing by the Vorpal does it. So carry had like 301 left. It's so silly.
Yeah, Pleb. If he doesn't have any hiccups, he's probably going to be ending around 108.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 hour, 2 minutes here on the seafloor. Runs into that unrunnable seafood party pack here. Checking his resources. He's going to save those 2 charges of Cure 4. These are thick sea snakes. That's over 370 HP. That's very, very nasty.
Yeah, they definitely high roll this.
Mm-hmm. And the fighter also down now for Captain Nerd here in Ice Cave. Here's that unrunnable seafood party pack. Double unrunnable seafood party packs here. We're going to throw out Ice 2. We're going to try to conserve resources. It's a little dangerous with this kind of a nasty grouping of enemies here. Bane putting in work for Captain Nerd over there. Poison Smoke terminated. Down goes the Seafood Party Pack. Nice job getting through that by Captain Nerd. As we got a Kraken 2. We're going to Temper. We're going to Fast. We're going to Saber. And we're going to Nuke. Oh, Kraken leads with Bane. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. And Kraken says goodnight to the Red Mage. And Kraken has Quad X. Not a whole lot of HP on Kraken, though. About 1,000 or so. So if we can get some decent turn order and avoid that Bane, if we have to redive, that's not unreasonable.
Yeah, but with, you know, not rocking a full suit of like Opal or something with a ribbon, like this is going to be really tough getting through these last 2 boss fights. He may have to redive this.
Yep. So 2 casts of Saber. We're going to do a test swing by that Vorpal. 4 hits, 326. Okay. 4 hits, 467. Nuclear from Tiamat. 512. So that's about 1,100 HP. Slow 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ice 2. Lit 2. We're going to keep sabering and try to push through. Tia's got Fast. Miss.
Yeah, it's a race to beat that nuclear coming back.
Yep. 295. Okay, so single crit gets through. Whoo! Okay, Deng Okay. Oh no. Ooh, these worms. So, about 600 or so HP on these worms. Deng says the fastest way through is going through. We're going to keep swinging. This will be a boatload of XP if he can make it through, which we should be able to do here. Plenty of heal pots left.
I mean, that's the only reason you take this fight, right? Try to
Yeah.
get some extra levels and survive chaos with just
Yeah.
a lone fighter.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, level 29 right there. And that, with the Vorpal +3, is going to be his 5th hit. So he does have 5 hits on that Vorpal now. Yeah, I'm going to move the lock hammer for safety. I like it. Alright, so let's see what Chaos has. We're going to Saber. Chaos leads with Nuke. Of course he does. Lit 2. We're switching to heal strats. Lit 3. 2 Sabers. We'll throw out a lock. Big punch. Alright. And another nuke. Okay, so Chaos not going to play friendly. Deng saying nope, and he's leaving. I think we might be going back to chew on some steak. Or we're going to go and do this roost stick turn in.
Roost stick or go back up and pick up Invis 2 at Corneria.
Can they learn? Can Red Mages and Knights learn slot 4 level 1? I try to get my permissions straight, but I don't always remember.
I thought they could learn all of level 1. And
I
then
thought it
after
was just...
level 2 it comes in.
I thought it was just slots 1 and 3. And say hi to Kraken. Oh, look at that. It is learnable about promotion. You are correct. And right on cue, Danny says, yep, Red Wizard and Knight can learn slot 1 level 4. I just learned something new as well. I try very hard to memorize permissions for spells, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it, but that was one even I didn't remember. Some very subtle advanced tech right there by Dengwoo, walking in and out of the river system right there with the canoe. That does not advance the encounter table. Shout out to Dead Pulse, the Duckling Supreme from my class, who is slammed that home in my mind in some of his VOD reviews that he's done. Alright, Deng gets his roost stick from the left finish. What are you gonna do, Deng? You gonna go back to Temple Fiends, or you gonna go chew on some steak? We're gonna take this fight at least. Tyros with Stinger, mildly annoying. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Alright, dengwoo looking like he's going to re-enter Temple of Fiends here at about the 112, 20, 30-ish mark. We'll see if he just decides to keep going down and just try to make another stab at it, try to get through that Bane that Kraken has, or if he maybe tries to take levels on floor 3. We're going to at least take the Gas Dragons. Alright, then gonna check the other validation box. Seed is now fully validated. I'll give him full credit for that, even though it was 2 separate dives. Some tempting Whiz Vamps here. Fire 3, we'll see how this does. Whiz Vamps hit very hard, but this can be some cheap XP. Oh, they're really skinny though. Less than 180 HP. That's pretty good. We're gonna get through this in 2 shots of Fire 3, except the dragon is down as well. Nice.
Captain Nerd having a rough go of it in Sea Shrine over here, unfortunately.
Yeah, and he's there. There's a Arsa Hags with that glance. He does have a ribbon on that Black Mage, if he can get away. Oof. Yep, that's a wipe. Captain Nerd just seeing all kinds of stuff that Deng did not see. That's truly unpleasant. You gotta feel for him a little bit here. Deng isn't seeing any of this garbage. I mean,
Yeah, that's the rough thing with the encounter rate on these seeds is one person can come across the bad enemy like 5 or 6 times trying to dive, and the other person only come across it once. And
yep.
you can just be really brutal, especially depending on the scripts.
Like, Deng did see those glance Arsa Hags, but he was able to get a nuke off to get through them. But, you know, it seems like every time I turn around, Captain Nerd is seeing something. Poison Medusas, glance Arsa Hags. It's just, it's no thanks. Captain Nerd doing some shopping, gonna top off on heal pots. This is Deng working his way over toward carry 2 again. Taking some Agamas. He switched up and put the X-Cow on the Knight and the Vorpal on the Ninja. Alright, we're not even going to buff. We're going to swing, nuke, nuke. 4 hits, 153. Nuke goes off. 338. Nice roll there. Carry swings, hits the ninja. Ninja's still on its feet, though. Nuke for 196. Swing by the knife. 4 hits, 163. We're going to nuke, and we're going to quad X. Quad X hits. Carry 2 down. No real casualties in that fight. A little bit of HP off the ninja, nothing else.
Well, we didn't have any casualties till we got to Kraken either. So par for the course this time around.
Agreed.
You know, what do you think about this? I think Captain Nerd is falling into something that I've always tried to avoid when I run these seeds, is that he hasn't really taken the chances to get any of his orbs, even though he can get both earth and fire fairly early on.
Yeah.
What do you think about him trying to wait for this floater that he's looking for?
I mean, I think that he has to figure that the floater is in Sky by now. I see he's back in the river system, so maybe he's going to go down and start clearing his orbs now. I think I would go and get my floater and just kind of, mitigate how much I had to, continue being in the river system with these unrunnables, or just even taking encounters on the overworld in general. So I think he's just trying to do what he feels comfortable with, maybe.
I guess I'm just always of that mindset that, maybe if I clear the orb, somebody will dive this area, find something that they think, oh, I can go do something else now, and leave, and then I'm one step ahead of them.
Yep. Name of the game, always be lighting orbs, and always be clearing dungeons. That unrunnable seafood party pack again, giving Dang a few fits here, as Gaze is going to hit the ninja. I think the ninja was going to throw out a lightning 2 something, but there's one from the red wizard, trying to conserve any magic he can.
And that's a dead ninja.
You would have really liked to have had that ninja up for the Kraken fight here, but we can still make this work. Yeah, just put the roost stick on the knight and go for it. I mean, he can maybe even get through this with the roost stick if he had the solo knight, if he really had to.
I'm not sure about that with nuclear on Chaos.
Yeah, also true. Captain Nerd taking a peed fight here. This is some fairly good XP. More unrunnable seafood party packs here for Dang. This has just got to be real annoying. All right.
And even with 3 party members up here, it's not that safe. He doesn't really have any good healing spells for the red mage, and he's basically in a run against time to buff up, his fighter before he gets hit like that.
Yep.
So he might be rediving this again. He needs to really take care of those unrunnable packs when they come as fast as possible.
Yep. So the Bane hits nobody. He gets through Kraken. So he's got the Black Mage and he's got the Knight up. We're going to switch to the Vorpal. The Knight's got enough absorb here to kind of make this work. Oh, the ribbon wasn't even on the Black Mage and it avoided the Bane. Wow, okay. Yep, move that Temper Bonk too. Nice. Captain Nerd running into unrunnable Argoyles here in the hairpins at Volcano. Still checking chess. These worms giving Deng the business here, but fast goes off, so if he can get some good turn order, he can still make it through. Alright, he's through. That's some good XP. 18,000 to be exact. Level 28 and 27. $34 heal pots, I think, left. So we're going to pull Tia. We're going to ruse, and we're going to fast. Fast goes off. Lightning 2. We're going to swing, and we're going to temper. Hit on the knight for 69 damage. Not bad. Temper goes off. Test swing. 10 hits, 240, 274. We're going to keep tempering. We're going to keep swinging. 10 hits, 274. Nuclear. Low rolls the black mage. Temper again. 9 hits, 1,000 damage. Vorpal. Huge crit right there. 30, 29. We should have enough to heal up the party, and if we run into one more unlucky encounter, we still could be okay. That's right, Danny. You and I, all the way. Alright. Take this fight. These Wiz Vamps are very skinny, so this is fine. Oh, Lightning 2. Again, mildly annoying. Oh, you are bold, sir. Dang, looking like he wants to take another level or two here before pulling Chaos. Game not behaving, giving him an encounter. Rock goals.
Not usually the most fun matchup to find on this floor.
Yeah, we're going to run away from that. Okay, we get away. Yeah, we're just going to go. The Mad Lad, that's right. Okay, 124, 50 seconds-ish again. Dang, gonna pull Chaos again. Did he heal? He did, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna fast, and we're gonna Saber. Okay, we're not gonna ruse, because we know Chaos is a little spell-happy. Okay, Black Mage still up. Can we get a Temper off? Or we're gonna throw out a Lock. There's the ruse. There's the nuke. Lowish roll on the knight. Alright, we're gonna test swing. 8 hits, 588. Alright, we got another nuke coming around here. There it is. Oof, that was a big nuke. 7 hits, 630. 8 hits, 487. Lightning 2. 9 hits. Terminated. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out in chat for dengwoo, who finishes first on stream with a racetime.gg time of 1:25:34. GGs.
GG's indeed. That was so close.
Wow. Wow. We got to ask him what he thinks about that Chaos.
I think you got to ask him about all three of those last fiends: Kraken 2, Tiamat 2, and Chaos. They were headhunting today.
Yeah, they sure were. Seeing if I can get Deng to pop in here with us for an interview. Okay, and we are joined in the booth by our first place finisher on stream tonight, dengwoo. GG's, buddy.
Oh, it's over. I got through.
So tell us, what do you think about that Temple of Fiends? How do you think about Chaos?
It was terrible. The sea thing, the seafood party platter unrunnable, and then they had glare. That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos double nuke, of course. I mean, why not? That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did a dumb math calculation because I thought I was going to use Excalibur at the end there. That's the reason why I was burning encounters. I was going to try and get one last encounter to hit 31 because it would have evened out for 6 hits on the Excalibur, and I was thinking Vorpal for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then that's the reason why if you looked at my camera, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm using the Vorpal.
Yeah, we were wondering. That Vorpal +3, I think you got your 5th hit on that at level 29, so that was that did the job for you.
No, sooner than that.
Even sooner?
Yeah, because you get plus 20, so that increases it, or that advances it by 6 levels, and then the plus 3 advances by another 3, so 9 levels.
Oh,
so
wow.
you got it at 25.
Oh, right. The plus on the knight. I forgot about that. Yes. Look at you educating me already. I appreciate that.
Or I'm sorry, 30 or 23. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you had that then.
Yeah, I was hoping for 6 hits because once I wiped the first time through, I was like, I have a chance. And then he popped nuke for 300. I was like, this is not a good start. I don't have a roo stick. And then he popped another nuke, and I'm like, of course you'd have 2 nukes.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it all tournament. Back-to-back nukes, or well, almost back-to-back nukes, and here he goes popping them up. So it was interesting. I felt good. I felt like I was doing decent time until then. I knew I was going to be in slightly trouble there based on the party and just no life available.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably could have gained a few more levels for safety, but like, I don't know. It was rough either way. Like, if I would have had to, I would have had to done like a BB grind type of thing just to get the 6 hits on the Vorpal, and then you're running into trouble if, Captain Nerd does that. So it's like I can't really grind that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right there on Ordeal, so it's like, dang, okay, well, that's pretty easy to get to.
Yeah, and with that, I think that's right in the race room where Captain Nerd forfeit. I'm seeing if he wants to pop in for an interview. He said he was having some trouble finding the floater. He was still clearing boxes there, even after he found the second loose. So that floater gave him a little bit of trouble there being in Sky.
Yeah, it's easy to forget.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
The incentive is there. Yeah, last locationing, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I was able to find the Vorpal. That thing actually did it really good. And then having the Excalibur on the ninja actually was doing pretty well there, just to kind of get a good amount of damage on the fiends, put them in quad X range and stuff like that. So it was nice. Definitely would have been nice, as Captain Nerd had put it, to hope for a white mage instead. But at the same time, because the life spells would have helped out immensely.
Right.
But at the same time, a BB would have been just as amazing too.
Yep, I would love to ask him if he decides he wants to pop in for an interview, why he didn't just sit on that eye right there in Ordeals. He went into Ordeals, saw the eye, and I think maybe he just didn't have enough heal pots. I think he had like maybe 30-ish or so. But he took the fight once and then just kind of left. And I was curious as to what he was thinking, and I wanted to ask him, but he hasn't answered back if he wants to pop in here or not. So mystery for another day, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't... I don't remember it being that high level. I don't know, when he went or whatever, but...
He was in like the mid-teens, I think. I think you were killing it with a quad X, so it obviously had less than 300 HP, but I don't know what the number exactly was.
Right. Yeah, and it was in the free spot, so it's not like you're advancing the encounter table, so...
Right, yep.
I think a lot of it went into the fact that it was a tale of two games, where, dang, you lucked out in not seeing some of the bad enemies so much. He ended up getting stuck with a lot of the bad scripts a lot of times going through all those areas. So he might have not just wanted to risk, going into that eye grind back and forth and then getting stuck with one of those Medusa packs and stuff.
Yeah, the Medusas with the damage poison. He saw the glance. Arsahags wiped him a couple times in Sea Shrine. It was a little bit of a slog, and it was. You feel for him because we've all seen it. We've all run into that, and it felt bad.
Oh yeah, I almost died to those too. The red Sayags with the stone or whatever they had.
Yeah, they had glance.
Yeah, I'm really glad I had a ribbon for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
It was yeah, it was definitely interesting because as you said, like I'm going through this and I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. Plus, I did a lot of hard resets and using the thing to get through most of the encounters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like Topher hits, and there was just so many unrunnables that were just wasting my like nukes and stuff like that. Like I got so greedy when I lost my ninja. I got greedy. I was like, and I forgot that the sea trolls had glare, and I kept letting them cast like 2 or 3 times, and they finally killed my ninja. And I'm like, why did you let them do that? That's your tank right there. Like,
Yeah, when that went down, I'm looking at the seafood party pack. I'm like, and these sea snakes rolled like, I don't know, 500-ish HP too. So the sea snakes were even just really tanky. And then the those sea trolls were definitely not playing nice either. And you ran into that quite a few times on that floor, right before Kraken, I think, as well.
yep. I thought I got around it, and then it was like, nope, we're gonna add more sea trolls to the thing. All right, you win, seafloor. You win.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's favorite floor is seafloor, am I right?
Oh yeah. And then what was it? I ran into the worms just before Tiamat that I was really afraid were gonna wipe me when I had my solo night.
Right.
And they gave me all those experience, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I almost hit 34, I think, or something like that. I was like, I almost had 6 hits, and I'm like, I don't have the HP potions, and if I run into anything nasty like iron goals or something, I don't think I'll survive this. So we tried it with 5 hits, and
Yeah.
we got nuked out. It was great.
Well, I don't think Captain Nerd is going to join us for an interview, but that's okay. Let's get a couple thoughts more from you, Dang. Here, what were the routing in the early game? We said that you guys kind of had a choice here of Ice Cave versus Marsh Cave, and you went to Marsh Cave. Was that your thought process to begin with, or what were you thinking right there when you had that option?
I popped down to Elflin. I think I picked up exit was what, level 2? Yeah, level 2. And I said, I'll just do Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how it went. I just went into Elflin, bought spells, exited, hopped in the ship, and said, all right, we're going to Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to be the canal, and I'm like, all right, guess we're leaving the inner sea. Why not?
Yeah, I think at that point you had Ruby and Rod as well, so it just made a lot of sense to find that and just be going right over to the Melman continent, just kind of do your thing.
I thought about going to Ice Cave and Volcano. I know a lot of people probably would have gone there because Volcano is the new hotness, literally, right now. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna channel my inner Caleb. I'm gonna go to Marsh Cave no matter what, and that's what I did.
That is a Caleb play too.
I'd like to believe I taught him that play, but I didn't. I hope he watched and he had a smile on his face as I went to Marsh no matter what.
I'm sure he did. That Caleb is a big, Marsh and Earth Cave hype kind of guy.
Yeah, you gotta go. And plus, I'm just jamming out to music, and I'm just like, we're just gonna live on the edge there, and that's kind of what we did. So it's good.
So, with that, I think we're going to kind of run up some final thoughts here. I think we're going to send a raid on over to a stream. Who do we got? We got ADR doing a Bicky broadcast for Papa Ducks and Guardian Marcus, another spring tournament matchup that we'll get to go and check out here. Let me do a quick little bit of housekeeping as well to kind of tell you what we got going on tonight. So, 8 o'clock, that one we're going to send you over to. We had the Papa Ducks Guardian Marcus going on right now. At 9 o'clock, we have Devious RNG versus Plebis Maximus 32 on this channel, the FFR channel. 9:30, Papa Foys versus Phoenix 29 on Speed Gaming 4. And at 10 p.m., we have Dark Moon versus Tetron on RPG Limit Break. I will be joining my buddy Chanigan for comms there as well tonight. So if you guys want to see some more Final Fantasy Randomizer action, we got some more races for you tonight, and we're going to have some fun doing it. So come on down and watch us play. Let me just see if we got any final thoughts here from our winner on stream, dengwoo. Dang, any final thoughts about the seed, the race in general, spring tournament so far? What are your thoughts?
Oh, just that I'm coming for you, Lord Fizzlebeef. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get that 3-0. I'm gonna beat the left front bumper, whatever other name he goes by. I'm taking him down. But no, seriously though, thanks to everybody that race crewed this and everything. All the spectators and stuff like that watched it. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the show and have a great night.
Awesome. Solar Rex, my buddy in the booth tonight. Any questions for Deng before we kind of sign things off here? Or any final thoughts?
No, I think we covered it. I mean, it was just it was so interesting to see. You know, I do a lot more of the racing than I've done the commentating for this, and it's always seems like a tale of two games when you go back and watch the VODs.
Mm-hmm.
Two players playing the same seed just have a completely different experience, and you know that can be a big decider in this. So don't forget to check your ice cave, guys. There's some important things in there sometimes. Other than that, if you want to see me suffer through this, I do have games coming up on Sunday and next Wednesday.
Nice. I actually got my second match scheduled as well for Tuesday night next week. I just got to put it into the thing here. So yeah, like Solar was just saying, crazy lots of matches coming on. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more tomorrow. 3 on Sunday, 4 on Monday, 4 now on Tuesday, counting my race, and 4 more tonight. So yeah, lots of action. So enjoy Final Fantasy Randomizer. Come watch it. I'm gonna go and give our good friend Danny the okay to send the raid on over to ADR, or you can just hang around here as well. In a few minutes, we're going to have another race going on here too. So thank you to everybody for joining us. Thank you to Solar Rex for joining me in the booth. Thank you to Groggy Dog for pushing the buttons and keeping us honest in chat. And thank you to dengwoo for joining us for the interview after the fact. So thank you everybody for joining us. And with that, I'm going to sign us off. So ciao and chillax everybody. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam, we gone.
Take care.